Hi, this is Paul. I want to make a video, and this video is going to have spoilers in it because I've seen Justice League. So if you don't want to, if you haven't seen Justice League, uh, you know, you can turn away from this video. Have a spoilers review and minus spoilers for Justice League in my other channel, Tradecaster. The link is in the description box if you want to check that out. But I want to. This message is geared more towards the execs and maybe the president, even of Warner Brothers Pictures. Again, I saw Justice League twice, yesterday on Friday, opening day. See it twice. I'm going to go see it again. Next Wednesday when I get off of work. And I'll probably see it another time after that. I'm going to see it 4 times because I like the characters and I like the movie, but I did have issues with the movie. And again, I think this is more of a Warner Brothers, the executives meddling with the movie. I think they really did, again, they did another hack job with this movie. Okay, and having that edict saying that the movie had to be 2 hours hurt this movie a lot. It screwed up the pacing of this movie a lot. It really did, and I blame the executives for doing that. If you're going to let creative guys, if you sign them to do movies, let them produce the movie. Okay, I understand that you're funding it and stuff, but when you basically micromanage the movie and you go back in and start hacking away and taking things out, and you leave a cultivated mess is what you do. Is what you're gonna do. You did it with Suicide Squad. You rushed that into production. Okay, so David Ayer couldn't really make the movie. I think the script was written really fast, and it was moved into production really before it even had a chance to actually get his actual vision of it. And it hurt the movie a lot, even though the movie made a lot of money. Okay, and then it did the same thing with Batman v Superman. You cut it. Okay, and of course, we had to get the Ultimate Edition afterwards. We put in more of the parts, so the movie flowed better, and that was and you should have released that version, okay? And you went right into production for Justice League right after that, and of course you did a course correction. I had no problem with you doing you want to make the movie lighter, and that movie, the Justice League was always supposed to be lighter anyway. But when he films the movie and then you start hacking away and taking parts out of it, okay, it disrupts the flow of the movie. Okay, you don't get the director's true vision of the movie, and it hurts it, and you can see it, and I think that's what a lot of people are angry about. Justice League are angry about, that the executives again meddling again. Okay, if you're going to hire these directors, these creative guys to direct and produce, let them do what they do. Okay, and let the movie stand on its own. Okay, do not hack away at it. Okay, and that is just. It pisses me off, and it really does, that they did this to Justice League, because Justice League, you can just tell from the footage that we've seen in the trailers, some of that footage is not in the movie, okay, which tells you that they hacked away at this movie and took out, large parts of this movie to make that 2-hour runtime. And I blame the executives on Warner Bros. Release the movie as they directed. If you directed a 3-hour cut of Justice League, release the cut, okay? Fans want to see 3 hours of Justice League. I don't know what through their thick heads they can't get it, that's what people want to see. Okay, that's why he made a 3-hour cut. Sure, I understand things get trimmed here and there, left and right, but if he wanted a longer cut, which obviously should have been a longer cut, because this is a movie with a team coming together, and you have all these different characters, and you want characters to have their own arc and things to flow naturally. You can't do that when you rush things and you hack away and cut out, vital scenes. And it really pissed me off that they did this with this movie, because you could tell that they cut out parts, because there's certain parts you don't see in this movie. Okay, like the part in the last, not the trailer, not the Heroes trailer, the trailer before that one, where Alfred says, "I'm glad he said you come. I hope you're not too late." He was, "Hope you're not too late." Obviously, that was Superman, but you don't even see that scene in the movie. They cut that out completely. And there's another scene where they're going up, that you see in the TV spots, where they're traveling up to get into the flying machine, whatever it is. They're going up. You see Flash with a big grin on his face, and you can tell there's a cut there, because you see after they go up, and then you see them walking up the ramp. You see Alfred is there by himself. Obviously, he's not going with them, but he was on the ramp going up, and obviously he probably said something to Bruce, which they probably cut out completely. Because there's no other reason why he should be on that ramp going up with them, okay, except that for him to either say something to them. And there was also, I think, a TV spot or in the behind the scenes thing where we saw where they go to the Batcave and I think Aquaman says something to to Alfred that you don't even see it in the final edition. Is that, and then I think there was supposed to be another part where the Flash says something to Alfred too about getting him lunch or something, and Alfred says a smart ass remark back to him. You don't even see that. So to me, they cut out all these character moments in this movie, which really pissed me off. I know they brought Joss Whedon in to punch up the movie, but come on. And I feel bad for Zack Snyder because he's getting a lot of people give him the brunt of the crap for this, but I love your Man of Steel, Zack Snyder. I love Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. Okay, and I would like to see your version of Justice League. Okay, and I'm hoping. I know people are saying that Warner Bros. Is not going to release a director's cut of it. I hope that please release a director's cut of Justice League, please. I want to see Zack Snyder's original vision for this movie. I want to see it. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I liked what we had, but you could tell the pacing was off because of them hacking away at scenes. And I want to see those scenes back in the movie. Okay, so I want to see that director's cut of this movie. I really do. And again, going forward, I even see Grace Randolph, who does Beyond the Trailer. She even made a video about what to keep and what not to keep going forward. And I agree with part of what she said. You hire strong directors, let them direct. Stop meddling in their stuff. Okay, and I heard that there was that scene that we get in the movie where between the conversation between Mera and Aquaman, that was actually cut out, but they fought to put it back in, and I think they said James Wan basically told them to put it back in because we kind of need that and I think there was supposed to be another scene with Mera, Aquaman, and Volko, played by Willem Dafoe, which was cut completely from the movie. So come on, this hacking away of the movie is just ridiculous. It really pisses me off that they did this, and they need to stop meddling. Okay, it just really pisses me off. And like I said, and I hate that Zack Snyder, he gets a lot of crap from fans saying that, oh yeah, he doesn't know, he's just a visual director and all this stuff. Trust me, Zack Snyder, I love your Man of Steel. I loved Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. Okay, and I probably would love your edition of Justice League, which I want to see. I definitely want to see it. Like I said, I'm going to see Justice League again 2 more times at least, probably, because I liked it for the most part, but the pacing, that just really pissed me off because I know they hacked away at this film, and it really pissed me off again that they did this. I thought they learned their lesson, but they still are hacking away at these movies, saying that it has to be a 2-hour runtime. That was stupid and short-sighted. Okay, Lord of the Rings. Okay, Hobbit movies. Okay, even the Blade Runner movie that was cut. I know that movie tanked in States in the States, but that movie was not boring. Okay, that movie, the runtime was perfect for that movie. And again, Lord, when you're dealing with these larger than life characters, okay, and look at they set everything that you had in Batman v Superman with the dark side teases. They completely cut out Darkseid from this movie completely. So all you know, if you don't know the comics, all you think is Steppenwolf is just some random villain. Okay, you don't know that he's tied to Darkseid because they cut out every reference to Darkseid in this movie. Again, which is again short-sighted. I understand that they wanted to go a different direction, and you see in the end credit scene with Lex Luthor and Deathstroke where he breaks him out of prison and he talks about forming his own league, which hopefully will be the Legion of Doom. I don't mind them going with that way if they want to. You can put up Darkseid, but you could leave the references in, okay, and just and still have that after credit scene with Luthor and Deathstroke to lead to Legion of Doom, which I don't mind. And as far as people saying do a hard reboot or do Flashpoint, I don't mind if you do Flashpoint sometime, but I'd rather not. Okay, just because a lot of people just want to do Flashpoint so they can do a reboot of the DCEU. No reboot, please. I like the characters. Like I said, I want Henry Cavill to get a Man of Steel 2. Okay, I want to see the solo Batman movies. Hopefully Ben Affleck stays. Okay, and I want to see. Of course, we're going to see another Wonder Woman movie because she already signed for it. Of course, and I definitely want to see a Flash movie. Okay, and we know because they include one of the good things that they did leave Barry's father, Henry Allen, in this movie. I mean, we got 2 good scenes with him. Because I heard rumors before that they were going to cut that out. So, but I'm glad they left that in. And again, this is a young Barry. So again, I like that they show that he got a job working in a forensic lab. So he's going to eventually become. So this is a young Barry for those people who whine and say, oh, he's acting more like Wally West. This is a young Barry. Okay, this is not the veteran Barry, like Grant Gustic, who's been working for the CPE. He's a grown man. Okay, this Barry is young. He's just barely out of college, I think. And another thing that I really liked in this movie was Cyborg Ray Fisher, and I definitely I would love to see him get a solo movie. I don't know whether one of us is going to do it, but I would love for him to get a solo movie because Ray Fisher really impressed me in this movie. I really enjoyed him a lot. He really I liked his interaction with Wonder Woman. That was great. With Flash, even with Aquaman, he had some cool. He had one angry moment with Aquaman and one cool moment with Aquaman, and they even cut the part that you see in one of the trailers where Cyborg says to Batman, "I heard you were, I didn't think you were real," and Batman says, "I'm real when it's necessary." That part they cut out too. You don't even see that part. I mean, come on, you cut out all these. It really just pissed me off that again I blame the execs for Warner Bros. Stay your ass hands off the damn franchise. Okay, if you're gonna invest in getting these creative directors, let them be creative and let them give you their cut of the movie. Okay, your hack jobs are not making it, are not doing it, and people are hating it. And so stop doing it. That's why I'm glad James Wan did Aquaman, because he's a strong director and he's made tons of money for Warner Brothers. So hopefully they will not screw with his film. He has enough clout that if I was him, I'd tell him, do not cut my movie. I will edit my movie. Okay? Okay, do not touch it. Okay? If James Wan wants Aquaman to be 3 hours, let it be 3 hours. He wants it to be 2 hours and a half, let it be 2 hours and a half. If he wants it to be 2 hours, then let it be 2 hours. But let that be James Wan's decision. Okay? He knows what he's doing. Okay? These execs, and again, whoever hacked up Justice League, okay, really needs to no longer have hands. Okay? I know I'm being facetious with that, but he should never edit a movie again. Okay? I really hate the edit job they did on this movie. Okay? That really pissed me off and really took away some of my enjoyment from this film. Okay? This movie could have been epic. Okay? If they would, I would have loved to see Zack Snyder, and I think there's a petition out right now to see Zack Snyder's vision of Zack Snyder's cut of this movie. And I would gladly, I'm going to go look it up and add my name to the chorus. Release Zack Snyder's version of this movie, Warner Brothers. Okay? And stop interfering with directors. Stop hacking up their work. Okay? It's really pissing me off that you keep doing this. Okay? It's just really pissing me off. And for those haters, like Comic Book Cast 2, specifically you, Online, F you anyway. Okay? Because again, I was just surfing on the internet and definitely see this moron again saying, "Oh, Thor 2 is going to beat Justice League at the box office." Screw you. Okay? You just love to be negative, so screw you. Okay? DCEU is not going to get rebooted. Okay? Aquaman's already filmed. Okay? They're going to get ready to go production with Shazam. Wonder Woman 2 is coming. Okay? And Justice League 2 will come too. I don't care how much it does at the box office. I hope it makes as much money as it can make. But I don't think that's going to stop them from making Justice League 2, because I think they laid the perfect framework for it. And this time, in my perfect world, I would bring Zack Snyder back to do Justice League 2, but I know that's not going to happen. Okay? I would definitely reach out and get somebody creative to do that. Justice League 2. I wouldn't mind, what's his name? The guy that did Kingsman. I can't remember his name now. I wouldn't mind him to do it. Or even get one of those. I don't care who you get, basically. Just let them be creative, okay? Stop hacking up their work, okay? If you hire them, let them create, okay? And let them release their version, okay? A Justice League movie should definitely be more than 2 hours, okay? It definitely just should be, okay? With all the characters, Superman coming back, all the characters, the 3 characters being introduced, and Steppenwolf being introduced, all that stuff, Superman being resurrected, them fighting the motorboxes, the Amazon fight, which was awesome. That fight with Steppenwolf and the Amazons, that was freaking awesome. like I said, there's parts of this movie I absolutely loved. Okay, like I said in my review, I gave it an 8 because there was some great action sequences in there. The CGI on Cyborg was perfect. Okay, I admit that first trailer, it was dodgy, but they really refined it, and the CGI on Cyborg was great. Okay, my only 2 gripes with the CGI was on Superman, and that's because of Paramount being dicks, being the absolute dicks that they are, wouldn't let Henry Cavill shave. I think again, if Warner Brothers has a chance to screw Paramount Pictures, I would screw them. I would tell them this is for you screwing with us with Henry Cavill being in Mission Impossible, saying he got to keep his mustache. That's the dumbest crap I ever heard. Okay, this is Hollywood. He could have shaved his mustache and then even grow it back or put on a fake mustache. Okay, this is Hollywood. Okay, they're beyond stupid with that. Paramount was just being dicks. So I would screw them around too if I was Warner Brothers. If I get the opportunity to screw them out of a movie or something, I would do it. And I said that's for screwing it with Henry Cavill. And like I said, going forward, Grace, I watched her video. Grace Randolph, who does Beyond the Trailer, and she was talking about all the things to keep and all the things that you can get rid of. I would, again, do Justice League 2. Hopefully that will come out in 2020, maybe. Probably 2020. It's probably going to come out in another 3 years because I think, so you got Aquaman and Wonder Woman 2 coming out in 2019. And I think Shazam is coming out too. I think Shazam is coming out in 2019 too. So I think you got 3 movies coming out in 2019. I think currently right now, I don't think there's any movie coming out for Warner Brothers in any DCEU film coming out. Hopefully they will. Hopefully maybe they can film a movie. Well, and don't rush it. Whatever movie you do, because I'm not counting on The Rock with the Black Adam film. The Rock has so many movies going left and right. I don't know. I know they're talking about maybe dropping him in Suicide Squad 2 at first, but please, this is my advice going forward. Give Superman his sequel, Man of Steel 2. Film it. Hire somebody right now. Let them start writing on it. Hire a director and a writer to write the script. Let them work on it in the beginning part of 2018. Okay, and then start filming it either late 2018 or early 2019 and release it at the end of the year. Okay, Henry Cavill needs to be he needs a sequel, a true sequel, Man of Steel sequel 2. Okay, and you can even introduce a Supergirl in that sequel if you want to. Okay, because Henry Cavill, I loved him in this movie, in Justice League. I thought it was great. Again, my favorite scenes was his being resurrected, when he got resurrected and he was fighting the League. That was one of the awesomest scenes I've ever seen. That scene was worth the price of admission. Okay, it was better than I even thought it was going to be. Because we heard the rumors that maybe Superman's going to come back evil and fight the League, but he wasn't evil. He was just confused. And then the way this played out was great because Cyborg's armor started, because Superman was scanning him, and his armor started getting in defensive mode, and it fired at him. And then of course Aquaman was tensing up because he thought Superman was going to attack them. And then you had this great fight between him, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg against Superman, and even the Flash. And that great moment when Superman has all 3 of them, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman, he's holding them, and Flash tries to run around him real fast, and Superman actually pauses, actually sees him, turns around and sees him, and Flash can't believe that Superman can actually see how fast he's going. And the look on his face was priceless. That was one of the funniest moments ever, and just a great action scene. And then of course Batman showed up at and then Superman and Batman had their interactions and stuff, and then Lois of course stopped Superman from completely raging out on the League. And I'll tell you, like I said, there were parts of this movie that I really liked, and I liked it for the most part. It was too rushed, and I blame that on the executives from this stupid 2-hour edict saying the movie had to be 2 hours. That stupid, dumb, short-sighted. You cut out parts that people wanted to see, and I hate you for it. Okay, I really do, and you really need to do it. And if somebody has a partition, I'm going to sign that petition for saying we want a director's cut of this movie, because I definitely want to see a director's cut. I want to see Zack Snyder's vision of this movie. I want to see this 3-hour cut of this movie. please release that cut because I want to see it. Okay, hopefully they'll do that. Hopefully they won't be petty and not release it. Okay, and as far as the DCEU going forward, again, my advice to you, DCEU or executives at Warner Brothers, stop interfering in your directors' visions. Okay, stop hacking up their movies. Okay, if you're gonna hire the guys, trust in their vision and trust in the movie they deliver to you. Okay, do not hack it up. Okay, and cut out things. Okay, the director filmed it for a reason. Okay, so stop hacking up the movies. I really hate and resent that. Okay. And I know a lot of people want the president or whoever the president of Warner Brothers, I forgot the guy's name, to be fired because of this. I'm not going that far, but leave the movies alone. Stop meddling, okay? Stop meddling. If you hire these creative directors, let them be creative. Stop hacking up their vision, okay? And give Henry Cavill his Man of Steel sequel. Of course, the solo Batman movies, hopefully with Ben Affleck, will come out. Of course, the other actor being Wonder Woman 2. If you do Flashpoint, I don't want you to do Flashpoint right away. If you want to do Flashpoint after Barry has a solo movie, maybe his second movie, okay, I can go with it that. But I'm not clamoring for a Flashpoint movie. Okay, I loved the comic, I love the animated show, and you can do that down the line if you want to do that. But I want to see a solo Barry movie first, and I would like to see a solo Cyborg movie. Ray Fisher really improved me, and the CGI on him was fantastic. I know it was dodgy in the first trailer that we ever saw, but they really improved it. And the final product that I saw, the CGI was flawless to me for Cyborg. And I liked at the end where they showed him, he actually made the symbol, that symbol that they do for his logo. He actually did that because he was evolving basically and learning more stuff about himself. And I like that he did that. They show a scene at the end of the movie where him and his father, he's working in the lab, and he actually makes that symbol on his chest. He whatever he does to make that symbol on his chest, which looks totally cool, and I like that. And Ray Fisher I think Ray Fisher is talented enough that he can carry a solo movie. And even if you want to include the Titans in it, I'm not objecting to that. And have Flash maybe cameo in it, but or include the Titans, I don't care. But I think Cyborg definitely can be in a movie. I think because Ray Fisher, I think, is that talented enough. Okay, he really impressed me in this movie. Okay, he really did. Okay, we know Aquaman getting his solo movie. Wonder Woman got her second movie coming up. You know, Batman's going to get his solo movies. Hopefully they'll hire the right director for The Flash and give Cyborg his movie, okay? And do Justice League 2, Justice League versus the Legion of Doom. No Injustice Society. The Legion of Doom versus the Justice League. And you can add in Shazam, because by that time his movie will be out. You can add in add in Green Lantern 2 as well, and maybe even you can get another. Justice League needs another woman. They really do. So even if you get a female Justice, I would prefer Hal Jordan, but Justice League desperately need another woman in their ranks. Okay, I think Hawkgirl would be good. So if you can't put Shazam in there, although no, I kind of want him in there, but if you don't, I can understand it. And you put Hawkgirl in it, put Hawkgirl and Green Lantern. Okay, let them be the two new members. And that way there'll be 8 members of the Justice League, and then you can, grab your Legion of Doom members, which of course will be Joker, Lex Luthor, Deathstroke, and you can add in some Batman villains and Cheetah, and maybe Bizarro, okay, and Ocean Man or Black Manta, okay, and there you go. You got your Legion of Doom, and that movie. Let that movie be 2 hours and a half or 3 hours. Okay, and let whoever you hire for that movie direct that movie and not hack it up. Okay, Warner Brothers, again, that's my complete feeling on it. Okay, I am gonna go see the movie again 2 more times. I don't care what critics say. And like I said before in one of my other videos, I can't remember what video I said it in, but I never depend on Rotten Tomatoes for anything. Okay, so I don't care what Rotten Tomatoes says about this movie. I don't care what they said about any movie. I think I only been on Rotten Tomatoes maybe a handful of times in my whole life, and maybe years ago I don't even remember why I was looking on it, but that was years ago. Okay, so I don't depend on Rotten Tomatoes for anything, and anybody that does, to me, is weak minded. Go see the movie and make up your own mind. Okay, don't have this preconceived notion, and this attacking Zack Snyder saying he's a hack. Okay, if you're not making movies yourself, shut up. Okay, in terms of, by saying he's a hack. Okay, if you don't like his movie, you don't like his movies, but don't try to dissuade his talent. Don't try to disparage his talent. Okay, Zack Snyder is a very talented filmmaker. Okay, and if these critics or these whiners and these babies trolls on the internet that always try to blame him for everything, they can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. Okay, they can go to hell. Okay, Zack Snyder, I love your films. Okay, and I want to see your cut of this movie, Justice League. I definitely want to see that. Okay, and again, Warner Brothers, specifically the president of Warner Brothers and any executives. Okay, if you hire these creative types, let them be creative. Okay, stop hacking up their vision. Okay, let them be creative and stop with their mandates for a movie to be 2 hours. Okay, that's insane and stupid and short-sighted. Okay, if the director's vision is 2 hours and a half, 2 hours and 40 minutes, 245, 250, 3 hours, let their vision. Okay, and if their movie bombs, then you can say, okay, then we won't hire him again. But it was his vision. Okay, and let the fans decide. Okay, instead of you sitting there and saying, listen, we're gonna hack this movie to death to get it under 2 hours. Okay, so we can have multiple showings of it. Okay, screw the pacing of this movie. We're gonna hack it to death anyway. Okay, it's so short-sighted. It boggles my mind that they did it again after they did it with Suicide Squad and BVS. They did it again with Justice League. Again, hacking away at it, which is stupid and short-sighted, and it really pisses me off. And I have to agree with fans that hate the fact that they hacked it to death. Okay, and a special screw you to Comic Book Cast 2 for gloating about it. Okay, so screw you, especially you, Armand. Screw you, and also screw Paramount Pictures for not letting Henry Cavill shave his mustache for the reshoots. That was so petty and unnecessary. Okay, that mustache that he had is not a vital part of his character. I bet you when we see Mission Impossible 6 or 7, whatever it is that he's in, that mustache is going to play no part in the movie. And like I said before, in one of my, I think I did a video about Mustache Gate or whatever, or Superman Mustache Gate. If that mustache is not trying to kill Tom Cruise or something, or saving Tom Cruise's life, that mustache is not necessary. Okay? So them making him keep it is ridiculous. That's beyond ridiculous. And I really hate the fact that they made him do that, and they had to spend the extra money to try to cover that up, because that was so stupid and petty. That's just so stupid and petty. I really hate that. Okay, like I said, there was a lot of great moments that I did like in Justice League. I loved the post-credit with the race between the Flash and Superman. That was fantastic. I really liked that. That was fantastic. A nod to the comics and stuff. That was great. And of course, the after-credit scene with Deathstroke and Lex Luthor get ready to form the Legion of Doom. Not Injustice Society, the Legion of Doom. Okay, that's what it should be anyway. Called. Okay, Justice League versus the Legion of Doom. That'll be just Justice League 2, Justice League versus the Legion of Doom. That would be awesome. You telling me people are not going to go see that? People will definitely go see that. Okay, and give Henry Cavill his Man of Steel sequel. Okay, we already hired Matt Reeves to do the solo Batman movies. Hopefully with Ben Affleck, we'll be doing those. We got Wonder Woman 2 coming. We got Aquaman in the can already, James Wan. Okay, we got Shazam coming. Okay, and maybe Black Adam with The Rock ever in between his main projects, if he ever does that. We got Suicide Squad 2 coming. So the DCEU is not dead. Okay, it's not dead. Okay, I mean, sure, it may take hits here and there, but it's still alive. And as long as the execs, hopefully they learned this lesson with this movie. Hopefully, stop interfering with your directors. Stop hacking up their vision. Okay, if you hire these creative types, let them do what they do best. Okay, that's how they became famous. Okay, by doing it, by filming and giving their vision. So let them do their vision. Let them have their vision. Okay, stop screwing it up. And I blame it on the Warner Brothers executives. Stop screwing up these movies. Stop hacking up these movies. Okay, it really is pissing me off. Okay, and it just frustrates me to hell, because now you have all these haters, gonna say, oh yeah, we were right. We were right. We knew Justice League 2 was gonna suck. Screw them too. Okay, screw them too. Screw Armand for Comic Book Cast 2. Screw Paramount Pictures, and a big F you to the execs for hacking up the movie. Okay, screw you. Okay, hopefully, like I said, Henry Cavill gets his solo Superman movie. which I definitely see. I hope he definitely does. I hope that's one of the things that comes out of this movie, that he gets a solo movie. We get a Flash solo movie. Cyborg gets a movie too, eventually too as well. Batman, Ben Affleck does the solo Bat Reeves movies. We got Aquaman in the can. Wonder Woman 2 is coming. So the DCEU is not dead. Okay, it's not dead by a long shot. Okay, we take hits every once in a while, but we're still, I think it's Warner Brothers is still invested in it, and it's still going to move forward. Okay, so screw the haters. Okay, and hopefully going forward, okay, they'll stop meddling. Okay, and please, again, stop meddling in your movies. Okay, stop hacking up the movies. Okay, let the fans see what the director shot. Okay, thank you. Anyway, feel free to leave comments down below. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.